Morning.
It's the way Singapore wakes up.
Wake up.
Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman.
Wake up in the morning feeling like
Kiss 92's Big Show.
Good morning, Singapore. Welcome to the Big Show, Thursday's edition. We have with us our career strategist. He is the CEO and founder at Career Agility International, Mr. Adrian Chu. Good morning.
Good morning, Ben, and good morning to all our Kiss 92 listeners out there.
Good
And viewers.
morning.
And
viewers.
viewers.
Yeah, if you're wondering what we're talking about, join us on YouTube and Facebook. It's Kiss 92.
I have to say, the hair color
Do you like
of
it?
mine is changing.
Yeah, it gets
It's getting
lighter.
lighter and lighter. In fact, I was looking at myself in the mirror yesterday. I'm like, this is what Dua Lipa looks like in Argyle. The same color.
You mean her hair? This is what
Her
her
hair,
hair looks like.
Sorry,
Yeah, I was
her
like
hair.
I was trying to see the similarities. I saw none.
hair.
Okay, enough of hair talk. We're here to do career talk. What do we have today, Adrian?
Well, it's really interesting because I read yesterday an article online about undergraduates doing internships, which is quite normal. But there's a new phenomenon they call internship stacking.
Oh,
And it was like, what is internship stacking? It's when individuals, they go through their university or their polytechnic and they challenge each other to see who can get more internships under their belt.
It's a challenge.
It's kind of a challenge, you know. They're like, oh, I've got 5. No, I've got 6. No, I've got 7.
so are they doing this purely for competition or just to really get a finger in every sort of industry pot?
That's interesting. That's why I wanted to find out more. Because some of them are doing it for the experience. Some of them are doing it for the networking. There are various reasons why they do it. But it was interesting because it became kind of a bragging rights. I got done 5. How many have you done? Oh, I've done 6. And then when they go for the interview after they've graduated, they say that, I know to the interviewer, oh, I've done 7 internships. And I'm wondering whether as an interviewer, whether that would impress me or that would make me think.
It would
it's like,
impress me.
Yeah, I think it would impress me.
I would,
yeah.
I would want to find out where they've interned at as well. You
and
know?
which they preferred and what they were skewing towards. Because I mean, at that age, I feel as much as you think you know what you want to do,
Yeah.
there are always surprises down the path. You know
yeah,
what I mean? You may
yeah.
find something else that you're super passionate about
Yeah.
and very good at.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for example, an internship at McDonald's, let's say, beats being a server at McDonald's.
But then again, is the internship at McDonald's? Are you really interning there? Or are you interning how to flip burgers?
burgers.
Exactly.
yeah.
You see,
Right?
so I was
So we
talking
don't
more
know,
the corporate
right?
The
side.
corporate side, the management side. Yeah.
But
I mean, nothing wrong with flipping burgers or whatever. I just
yeah.
want to say I don't mean to put anybody down, but I'm
Of
just saying
course. So
I
it's-
would want the corporate side.
For McDonald's, yeah.
Yes.
So it's not you're not talking about a holiday job.
and that's why, you know, because I understand that some people consider their holiday job as internship, but it's not really an internship.
Maybe it's the new holiday job. I mean, could it be the
Then
next
anything
wave?
could be an internship then, you see. So that's why today I thought it would be interesting to discuss what actually is an internship, how do you define an internship, and are they good? Of course they're good. But is it unhealthy to be stacked up like that?
Okay.
Yeah. And some places you go and be an intern thinking you can learn a lot, you end up just like shredding paper.
Yeah, stapling.
Or
Getting
stapling
coffee
and
for
all that.
someone, yeah.
Yeah. My previous company was like that.
Oh, is it?
Okay, anyway, up next, Jack Harlow, Lovin' On Me on Kiss 92.
Gotta go this way. I can barely see you today. I don't know why.
I used to feel so sorry for the interns. Because the interns always want to do more and all that, but
Shalini, can you just help me move my camera? Because I can't see Adrian unless I sit here.
oh, you can come and sit next to me.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Then we can share one screen.
No, it's okay. yeah, okay.
That looks
It's,
Yeah,
it's the ghost. It's the ghost hand.
the ghost hand.
Okay, so what exactly is an intern? How is that defined?
And I think that's okay. Traditionally, it used to be called like an industrial attachment.
Industrial
In
attachment,
in
okay.
our day, we used to call it
Industrial attachment.
which means you're actually literally attached to an organization, a company that signed up with the university or the school or the polytechnic to agree for a 3-month program where you are put through some kind of work-related training, exposure. So it was very formalized.
And it used to be unpaid, if I remember, right? Or
Oh,
there are
very
still some unpaid? Minimal,
minimally
okay.
paid
Like
allowance.
an allowance
Almost, yeah.
of sorts.
So I think it's useful for. I mean, it was a structured type of program.
Yeah.
I don't know about today. I'm sure there are still very structured programs today. But you know, when I was in uni, we used to have industrial attachments or internships, And you really, literally, what Glenn said, you end up going there stapling paper, shredding paper, and doing nothing much. To the point where it was the question.
You're not learning.
Not learning anything. Are you? And because you only paid like $300 a month as with a foreign allowance, and the question is it even worth your time?
So what is what is the purpose of an internship? Are they just looking for spare help to staple papers and file and shred papers? Or is it for the intern to actually go there and learn something about the industry?
It's exactly the latter you just mentioned. But as a business owner, and I know other business owners, they're quite cheeky. They're saying that, hey, look, we need
Free
some
help, right?
free or cheap labor.
Yes.
Let's get some interns to come in.
Correct.
Yeah,
Just
they do
minimum
that.
dollars.
They do
It's
that.
always
As
like
well,
cheap
right?
labor.
Yeah.
And the word intern is like a synonym for it's euphemism for
Janitor.
cheap labor. Yeah, janitor.
Yeah.
Anyone just come in and do the menial, the grunt type of work. But not to say you can't learn stuff doing the grunt work. So and fun story, because my wife, before she went to university, she learned she was working in one of the government stat boards, and she learned something really interesting, because fresh out of junior college, going to uni, you don't know anything about the working world, and one of her bosses asked her to staple documents, and she just went staples all over the place, right? The boss came back and told her, look, this is not the standard for stapling here. You gotta staple 1 cm from the side, 2 cm from the top, uniform.
Oh,
And then
so
she
she
was-
learned how to staple properly.
She should learn how to staple.
Life skill. But
Life
I mean,
skill.
no. I'm not. I don't mean it. I don't mean it in a condescending, sarcastic way. But I mean, it is not a skill, but it is a good thing to know.
Yeah.
The proper
It's
way.
a proper way. It's a
to
good thing to
staple.
know.
And she was asking me, say, what's the stupid idea about it? Staples. Then I said, no, these documents could be going out to the minister,
Yeah.
right? Or the ministerial board, or whoever it is.
Yeah.
And it reflects badly on the manager or
Yeah.
the person if it's staple all over the place, or if it's uneven stapling. You want it to be nice, pristine, proper. You put it up.
And that should be the standard for everyone,
I think
even if
so
it's
too,
not a
I
minister,
think so
right?
too,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think these are little things that you might think that stapling or
It's just to
shredding
hold the paper together.
Yeah, no, it's not menial, but you do learn things like that. And
I hope she didn't do that all throughout her internship.
I hope
Staple
so too.
papers.
But you never know. Some places are like that.
Yeah.
Which is why I think before, let's say, a school, a poly or whatever, approves of their students doing an internship, they should receive kind of an idea, an official maybe document from the company their students are going to intern at, of like
A job description.
Yes,
Yes,
as in like
a job
this is
description.
what
Right,
we are
yeah.
going to teach.
Yes,
your,
I agree.
Your student.
And this is what your student will learn
exactly
from us. Yeah.
because they should be learning something.
Yeah. It shouldn't be like
Shouldn't be
sweep
cheap
the floor,
labor.
coffee.
But yeah,
this and
most
that.
of the time it is cheap labor.
Yeah, because if you think about it, as a business owner, if I were to hire like 5 interns from all the different universities and all that, get me coffee, get me this, it's cheaper than hiring like one auntie to go and clean the pantry for me and get my coffee. She will cost minimum $2,000 or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I can pay this person $300, But okay, internship is only meant for students who are still in school, right? So those that have graduated are not considered interns.
That's the theory behind it. But as we were discussing this morning earlier, there are some people who still, after graduating, they still haven't quite figured out what they wanted, or maybe they just want to get a foothold in a company to try it. So they say, okay, I don't mind interning there for 3 months just to have a go at it.
Okay.
So I think it is possible. Once again, the big question is, are internships useful and good? The answer is yes, definitely. For an intern, it's great. Even for the company to have interns is really useful as well, because you can spot talent. You can see who's this person, who's really good, who's not good.
Yeah.
And there are companies that do hire their interns after one or two internships.
Okay. We'll go to traffic and then we'll talk about it. Stacking again.
On the day we fell in love. On the day we fell in love. Love.
Kiss 92 traffic.
No news from the roads as of now. It's the usual peak hour traffic. If you spot anything unusual, our number is 8855-0920.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for today is Adrian Chu, our career strategist. Adrian, you want to say anything to FD? I'm sure he's tuned in right now.
FD, get better soon. We are missing you here. There's a seat here that's empty and it's making me feel very sad. But come on, we're waiting for you, FD. Get better,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
We love you.
I try in my own way not to let people forget that FD is part of a team.
Yes.
I do that by making fun of him.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I mean, you're basically not behaving any different then.
Oh, is it?
Because you make fun of him
I think
when
I'm
he's
making
here
his
as well.
blood pressure go up probably.
Oh dear.
As he's tuned in right now. Yeah,
You
don't
know-
get too angry and suddenly stand up and then hurt yourself a little bit more.
And
No,
right
no,
now
he's
his-
giggling right now.
And right now
Just
his
lie
blood
down.
pressure machine is going beep, beep, beep,
Oh,
beep.
no, no,
All the
don't,
nurses
don't.
are running to him and
That's what he wants.
that's what he wants.
Yeah, I mean, I saw some updates yesterday on his Facebook page, and I'm quite surprised it's not in a single room.
Oh, wow. You're going to bring that up now. Yeah.
No, because I mean, if he's in a single room, he can be hanky-pankying with his wife, right?
Oh, okay.
But now he's out in the open.
All right. Let's say
What can you do?
Let's go back to
Okay.
Happy at Work Thursday. Why don't we? Okay, today we are talking about an article that Adrian Chu read about meeting. This article's headline is "Meet the Students Stacking Internships and Battling Each Other to Get a Foot in Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan Stores." So these are kids that are trying to get into investment banking.
Yeah, super high flyer kids who want to get in, and they think that getting in, stacking internships is a great way to get in. I think it is interesting, it is useful, but on the bigger scheme of things, in the bigger scheme of things, when you look at internship, I think it's great. I think if you have an opportunity to go for an internship, go for it because A, you do learn things. B, I think what's the most important thing is you get a flavor of the company, of the industry you're in. Because if you go in and you realize that, oh shucks, this is really not what I wanted.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's a good preview. But the third thing I like about internships as well is that you go in, you make the networks. You get to know the people in there. You get to talk to them, and even if it's just making coffee. So I know this kid. Okay, my colleague, my classmate last time. He was interning at one of the big law firms actually. Okay. And they didn't make him do much stuff because you're not a law graduate yet, right? But they made him serve coffee.
Oh, that's perfect.
He went to memorize every partner's coffee flavor, taste, everything. Every morning he would deliver to them, and they'll be so impressed. And later and he got a job there at the end.
Wow. So he graduated, passed the bar and everything.
Yeah, correct. But he developed the relationships.
Yeah.
So he said, even if they're making me do coffee, I do the best job I can. I myself to the point where everyone's one latte, no sugar, one soy latte with.
You get in there good books, and then and then
right.
you also have water cooler chat as well. People standing around the pantry talking about different cases. You learn in that sense. But I guess it also depends.
Why, when you can make it a real case? If I had to make coffee, I would scald myself. Then after that, sue them.
You
and
learn
see
by
whether see whether they're good lawyers or not.
Oh my gosh, sacrifice.
A real case.
A real case indeed. Yeah.
A real case study.
But I guess that in a way, it's also dependent on the intern, how smart they are to get in the good books and to learn stuff. I mean, if you're just going to be making coffee and be anybody else, you just be like, okay, what coffee do you want today? Instead of like this kid getting their good books. And it's not a sucking up kind of thing. It's just
being street smart, actually.
It's just being street smart, I feel,
It's being street smart. And I think that's really useful. So in any circumstances you can. But I'm curious about this phenomenon of stacking where people kind of compete. I want to ask Cheyenne, actually.
Oh, Cheyenne. Cheyenne Lim.
Is this the first time you're hearing of internship stacking?
Yeah, actually, this is the first time I'm hearing of the term.
Do you know anyone who's like had 3-4 different internships?
Actually, yes. For my friends, because I graduated from Polytechnic in 2020 and I did a 2-year university course. So I finished uni just as like COVID calmed down.
Okay.
But I had friends who like did 4-year programs, so they're only just graduating this year and they have like 3-4 internships under their belt, which is so much more compared to me. I've only done 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel left out that they've done 4 and you've done 2?
Not so much because I've already been working and most of my other peers are just graduating now. So I guess it's just a different life path. But I do feel it's very different for like people who are currently in poly now and they have the ability to have more than one internship. Whereas last time, companies wouldn't even want you if you were just coming in for like 2 months. But now there are a lot more opportunities for them.
Okay.
Wow.
So I just found
Shine sounds good today, I feel like maybe she should replace FD. Since both of them are also from Choa Chu Kang.
You represent the West.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I was just looking up stacking internships on the internet, and there are a couple of articles. There's a commentary up online as saying undergraduates under pressure to chase multiple internships because taking on internships is an essential rite of passage. We know that towards professional life, but is there such thing as taking on too many internships?
That's a good question.
You know.
Okay, let's continue this conversation on the Big Show TV. The time is 8:14.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you.
And like you were saying, you can do an internship after graduating, right? But how long after does it no longer count as an internship? You know what I mean?
I
Like
know
people,
what you mean.
like can a 30-year-old still take an internship? Can a 40? Is there a limit?
It reminds me of that movie, right?
The Intern. The Intern.
Robert De Niro.
Yes,
And,
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
So
Is
nice.
there a age limit to internship?
Actually, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Anyone can be one.
I know some people who have gone for professional conversion courses, and for instance, they may be in supply chain or they may be in teaching or whatever it is, but then they go into whoops, sorry.
Are you waking up now? Or?
Waking up.
Is there an alarm?
No, my phone is telling me stop talking. So they go in for a course, and then when they come out of it, they intern. So they take a career break. Then they go for a course on whatever it is, and then they intern at a tech company for about 3 months.
Based on what they've learned.
Yeah, correct. So there are programs like that. So I think internships don't really have an age limit, per se. And I think internships are a great way to get a pulse, get a feel of what you're getting into. In fact, I would actually say that it would be great if you could intern before you even decide what course or what program to go. So I know this other individual who signed up to be a teacher. And straight out of university, when you graduate, and then you go in, actually, so you're supposed to go for a 1-year program to get converted into teaching, to get your teaching diploma. She went to relief teach for 1 month, and she realized that, darn, this isn't
didn't
for
like
me.
it.
I hate it, absolutely hate it. So she cancelled the whole thing. She said, no, teaching is not for me.
Okay.
And so she said, I'm lucky I got the experience before I went in, because if I had gone in, I would have signed on a dotted line, and I had a 3-year bond or whatever, 5-year bond. Then it'd be ouch. So sometimes internship gives you a great peek into what's nice or what's not so nice.
So it's a good thing that these kids are doing stacking internships. But like the article that you sent us about investment banking, they are stacking internships based on the same industry.
And that's another interesting question, though. Do you stack in the same industry or
Or do you spread
right?
spread
I think
your
it depends
net?
on your strategy. If you feel that, I really want to go into banking because banking is what I want, where I want to be, then maybe you do all the 7 different banks.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm curious whether or not 7 different banks or 6 internships in the same company, year after year, holiday after holiday, because then you get into different departments, whether that actually makes more sense. I don't know.
In that one bank like Goldman Sachs or something.
Yeah, but I guess if you get into Goldman Sachs, you already don't ever want to go anywhere, because that's like the holy grail.
No, but if you intern there,
Yeah,
it's
if your
in
internship-
different departments.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
I would want to do every single bank, as in
Get a feel.
not with the same bank, but experience
The different,
the
because they
cultures,
all
yeah.
have different
Different
cultures.
cultures, yeah.
Glenn, have you interned before?
Wow. Long time ago. I think I did. In secondary school, I do believe I interned for the then board game company Waddington's. Remember it was
wow.
Waddington's?
Waddington's,
Waddington's International. It was
Yeah.
located at Shore Towers, where along Golden Mile, that
Okay,
stretch.
okay.
Was it Shore
Beach
Towers
Road.
or
Beach
Shore
Road.
Center? No.
No, Tower.
Tower.
That's
Shore Towers.
Towers.
Tower, Beach
It's
Road,
not there
yeah.
anymore at Shore Towers.
It is.
it still
They
there?
brought it down, but they're building it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's...
So I still remember
wow.
the office right up there, like
Waddington's.
21st or 22nd floor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So just to learn like all the labels that came under the Waddington brand.
What did
Oh
you
my
do?
God. No, just in the office.
Oh, like
so
admin
whatever they
stuff.
asked me to do, I know I did like
Coffee?
faxing and what else, like stamping,
Stapling papers.
stamping envelopes and stuff like
Yeah,
that, because
yeah,
they had that stamps
For the addresses and stuff, yeah.
yeah. It was quite boring, but I remember the boss's secretary was a
Hot.
real knockout.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I can't remember her name.
That was his biggest takeaway from
Yeah, of course,
internship.
yes.
Well,
Of
I'm like,
course it
why
was.
am I not older?
And now
If
you
only I
are.
were older. I was only 14 then.
There you go.
Yeah.
Little scrawny little boy.
She was like a
20s?
really nice 23 or 24.
Oh dear.
And she was the sweetest. Anyway,
No,
okay,
but
yeah,
it's
go
interesting, right? I mean, it's a good experience. I'm sure you learn. And you know, Waddington, that's such a
Waddington,
that's
is that
such
still
a name.
around?
It's
I don't think it's around anymore, man.
Wadding
Yeah. The boss was a guy named Mr. Vanderput. I still remember.
Vanderput.
wow.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm also working with a van now.
Van.
lah. You see? All the
Oh.
Dutch people. It's true. He was
This is
he was
true.
Dutch. Vanderput, Van Kuylenburg.
was a British manufacturer of card and board games.
Right.
They used to.
I used to play Sabutio. So that
I
was
about
under
to say
Waddington's
that,
as well.
Sabutio, yes.
Yeah.
Successor Hasbro.
Oh.
So maybe it became Hasbro.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
All us guys at that age, if you had a Sabutio set, wow, you're the most popular kid in the block on the block. And yeah, everyone wanted to play with you. It's like, whoa, those were the days. But I know internships are useful. And I think the question is, what do you then do at an internship if you're getting into an internship? And I think, number one, learning the ropes is important. Number two, learning, also observing the office culture, how people interact, how the process flow of things are. I think it's a big eye-opener. When I was in university, I never went for any internships because I was too darn lazy. My holidays were holidays. I figured there's time for work later on. But I have other friends who had gone in and they really benefited a lot from it. So looking back, should I have gone? I still wouldn't have gone because I was, in university, for me, I was a bit of a naughty kid in university. So I figured there's time for work. When you graduate right now, I just want to chill. But I think ultimately, it's if you're given a chance, I think you should go for it. But the thing about stacking, where it becomes a competitive sport, I think that's very unhealthy.
I think so as well. Yeah.
But they're just making it interesting for themselves, right?
But stressful as well at the same time.
I
you
mean,
know
they
what
could be doing, other things that perhaps maybe may not be as healthy. But
yeah,
I mean,
this is true.
although
This is
although we
true.
feel that this is not really a good thing.
You're saying they could
but
be on
it's
the
not
streets.
that bad. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And also, I think employers should make it more strategic. I mean, the way they engage, the way they hire and train the interns as well, rather than just use them as
Coffee boys and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it goes back to the intern himself. Look at this lawyer kid that you were talking about.
Yeah.
He went there and learned something and eventually ended up working, whether there or anywhere else. It's what they turn it into as well.
I think so too.
You know?
And I think in the bigger scheme of things, that's really important. But then you have those people who go into internships and go like, it's just a waste of time.
No, you can
Just
learn and
do it,
observe. You need to observe.
Yeah.
If the kids observe, otherwise, I mean, if they're making coffee and then they're just going on their phone, sitting around and earning $300 a day. Not a day. For the month. I mean, sure, there are some of them that will do that, right?
yeah.
But then there are others that will go around and observe and see how people are working, what
Yeah.
they're doing,
Yeah.
and then learn.
So the definition of an intern is a student or trainee
Trainee,
who
right?
works sometimes without pay in order to gain work experience or satisfy requirements for a qualification. So it's a very I mean, the term intern
Like
to me is kind of strange, right? Because it could be just you applying for a job, let's say, and you're starting out, and you're
gaining
learning
experience.
as well. You're getting experience. You're getting paid more than what an intern would get.
Hang on.
Okay.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Really, I have nothing for you at all, which is always a good thing. But if you do spot anything that I'm not seeing, please WhatsApp it in to 88550920.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is Adrian Chu from Career Agility International, and we're talking about internships. And I was just defining the term intern, right? And I feel like it's almost a bad word because an intern is a student or trainee who works sometimes without pay.
Yeah.
So that in itself is okay,
Cheap labor,
not
free
just cheap
labor.
labor, it's free labor.
Yeah.
And all this in order to gain work experience or satisfy requirements for a qualification. Okay, so if you're in school and there is an internship program, then I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then after you graduate, why would anyone want to
for
be
free.
an intern? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the kind of industry that they are dying to get into.
Yeah.
Say, like we were talking about this banking industry, investment banking like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan. Say the fashion industry like Gucci or LVMH, you know, that it depends on the intern and the company, I think. Like some people would work for free just to get through those doors.
Right.
You know, if I were a 21-year-old and I wanted to get into radio, I would work for you guys for free.
There are the people that will actually do
I
it.
would just want to observe and learn how you guys do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it for free, you know. It's I'll make coffee for you every day. I just want to learn.
But you're the smart kid. You're the one that's going to come in and learn. There are other kids that will be convinced into coming and working at a radio station, for example, for free, but not learning anything. They'll be just looking around going, oh, okay, I'm going to be on my phone. You know what I mean? Or just walking around and going to the canteen, for example.
I mean, if you're rich, then you don't need that money. But for most people, the reason why they take on a job or is because they
want to be in.
They need to make some money. You know what I mean?
True.
Like if I didn't need to make money, I wouldn't have taken on like
wouldn't work.
holiday jobs. You know, when I was in school.
So that's what. So should it be about the money or should it be about the experience?
I think if you're interning, it's probably about the experience because the money is not going to be big anyway. So, so you really have to make the most of it. But I think it's once again, from your experience, have you had experiences with really good interns?
Yes.
Yes, for sure. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And do they actually end up with the company?
The intern I had went on to a different industry, but same role. You know what I mean? But I think wanted also as an intern.
Your intern as in for your company?
Yeah, my company. So was
that the pretty one?
No. So was probably wanting to try stacking, possibly. But different industry, but same role. So marketing. And then under FCMG, and then marketing under another.
You
industry.
see, she trains her interns properly, not like some companies, right?
Yes,
no, it's true.
of course. Yeah. They learn. They absolutely learn. Yeah, I don't make them get me coffee.
Okay.
Too much.
You see,
I'm joking.
she respects her interns.
Yeah, for sure.
Interns must be respected.
Everyone.
And I hope this message goes out to all the companies tuning in, because a lot of the time, as we've mentioned, right? I mean, interns are not treated very well, and they are just used as
menial task workers.
Which is horrible. I wish they would go back to school and report these companies who perhaps maybe have not
blackmark them so they don't get more free labor. Down the road,
I'm sure
right?
they
companies
do, but
neglect their interns.
But I like what you said that the companies as well as the schools, and I think the schools do this already. They have a job description for what the interns want to do, but the companies should also list what they're going to learn while they're there, so somebody's held accountable at least. For that internship period.
But once again, I think it's always a good opportunity. Like even in the smallest role, and I cannot overstress this. Even the smallest role, you just go in, you do your best, you impress the people, the decision makers in there. I'm sure they're gonna remember you next time you send an application for a job.
Yeah.
I think some companies are also afraid that some of their trade secrets might get leaked.
Yes. But then they sign the NDAs before that.
Non-disclosure.
But still, NDAs are nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I could be talking to someone in the bathroom and like, no, I didn't say anything. But if you overheard it, well, then that's not my problem.
Okay, let's continue to talk to Adrian on the Big Show TV. Up next, Chapel Roan. This is Good Luck, Babe on Kiss 92. Okay.
What is interesting is this. We are talking about internship stacking. There are individuals in the article who actually apply for leave of absence from their university. They skip a whole term
to go do an internship.
Internship. And I thought that's it's interesting. They even they delay their graduation by a year.
So internships are only meant to be done during the holidays, right?
Technically,
or
yes.
Are they done during the school term as well?
Some universities, some polytechnics give allocate one term
Okay.
as an internship term.
Okay.
So it's a given. But some of these people, they either love the job so much or they got their dream job, dream internship role, and they say, okay, I'm just going to skip one whole term and I'm just going to go there and do it. I think that's brilliant. Yeah, I think that's brilliant as well. And it's nice that the schools allow for it.
Yeah, no, that's true. Alvin has come on and says, what is the difference between internship and job probation?
Okay, job probation means you're basically on full time.
Almost confirmed,
Your FTE, your full time employee, which means that you have a full salary already
Right.
of it, but just that you
Are
are
given
not
those 3
confirmed.
months.
Yeah.
3
You
months
can
or
be let
6
go
months.
off after the probation period. If they
And-
don't like you, they can let you
Yeah.
go.
And overnight, they don't need to give you like a month's notice or anything.
Yeah,
They just
correct.
have to.
Just that you go with 1 day or 3 days or even 1 week notice.
You know how
can-
long was my probation period when I became a radio DJ?
How long? 6 months.
Or rather, when I applied to become a radio DJ? 6 months.
6 months.
Is that a long time for...
Seems
I
long.
always felt like, radio DJs have like the longest probation period. It's true.
My first job in Shell, my probation was 1 year because it was standard.
Okay, then
And you know what's the worst
I
thing?
just lost.
The worst thing is they forgot to confirm, so I kind of never got out of probation.
Why? Okay,
Right,
but it
was
doesn't
just-
change
matter,
anything
doesn't
for
change
you,
anything,
right?
yeah, because a lot of times it's just a formality. The probation clause is executed only when you don't perform. And then they say, okay, we really don't want this person on board. Maybe he was a bad hire. Maybe it's time to invoke the probation clause.
But then they still need to confirm you,
Yes.
right?
Technically,
They still need to confirm you,
So
right?
after your
Yeah,
probation period, then you're considered confirmed.
And do you sign anything else after that? Like that you're confirmed?
Yeah, I got a brand new contract after 6 months.
So you get a new
so you
one,
got a
right?
new
Yeah.
one.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, so if he had been
Which was
like
better.
you and didn't
Yeah.
say anything,
Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten the
better
benefits and
contract,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about this place.
No, no,
I'm
I
talking
know,
about when
I
I
know.
first started out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like 30 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know. Going back in time, would you have would you have done any internships, or have you done any internships?
No, I mean I
Modeling
would say
agencies.
Holiday,
agencies.
holiday job. I did an admin thing for my aunt. That was a holiday job,
Holiday
though.
job.
It was like maybe a 1 month. I don't think I would have lasted 3 months. I know it was along Queensway somewhere, and there was like an industrial building, and oh my god, I had to file papers, and I decided that the office was not the place for me to be for the rest of my life. You
Right.
know, like the sit down, go through papers, and like staple papers, print papers, file papers, sit at a desk. I didn't want to do that. So I think I must have been about 16 or 17. And then I went to go work in a restaurant. And that was so much fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Restaurant?
because at El Felipe's in Holland Village. It's called El Patio now, next to Cha Cha Cha.
You mean it's still there?
It's still there. It's called El
I
Patio.
know Cha-Cha-Cha is still
It's
there. but-
opposite. Yeah, it's right next to. It's right next to it. Yeah, it used to
Okay.
be called El Felipe's, and I think I was 16, 17 years old when I worked there.
Wow.
So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, that I realized like I'm a people person. You know, I loved talking to people. Every day was a different crowd that came in. So that's the same as what I do now.
I'm
when
sure the crowd, they were all coming in to see her.
Just for
I
her.
learned how to wear a sombrero and drink tequila. So it was very good.
At 16.
At 16, 17. And my brother was working there in the kitchen at the time. so he's the one that
perfect.
got the job for me.
Your
yeah.
brother.
My
Your brother
brother-
was looking out for you.
Yeah, my brother was looking
Was
out
your
for me.
bodyguard.
Yeah.
Nepotism,
So
yes.
that was that was a lot of fun. And then even now, like when we do hosting and stuff like that, it's the same thing because every event is a different crowd. So I get to meet different people. It's never the same faces, never the same script. You know, even what we do here, it's always different.
Yeah.
You see
So
how we
I
meet
need that
new people all the time
all
as
the
well.
time.
There's so many guests.
Yeah. So that is something, you know, like the office thing. Kudos to people who do the office job, but I could never do it.
Yeah, me too, actually. I never liked
Confined.
I cannot
That's why
sit in
people
a
get up to mischief in the office. Why? Because they're bored.
That's true. It is. Yeah, it can be boring.
Yeah.
It can be boring. Yeah. So,
But
but
some
that's
people
not
like
the
it. Some
reason.
people like it. Some people just enjoy sitting down on their butts and just getting work done. You know, but for me, I've always been a sales guy. So I never always believe if the salesman is not at his seat, he's not selling. He should be out selling.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
for
this,
sure.
I'm
Or
always
at least
told-
out on the golf course.
Oh yeah, and that's also selling.
Or at least
Correct.
on the
Development.
phone.
Yeah.
On the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be moving. That's why I cannot take. I'm just like you. I cannot take a sedentary role, sitting down and.
Not if it's a must. Like I can
I mean,
do
yeah.
admin work if I, you know, I can
Yeah,
sit at my
but not-
computer, edit videos all day.
But not 24/7.
But not if I'm told to do it.
Oh dear.
And I
I wonder
was
how everybody is feeling now. Everybody-
the active person
You'll
that
be
he
up
is.
and about soon, okay?
He will.
Don't worry about it. I know everyone's like making fun of you now, but not me. You'll be up and about before you know it.
You know he can listen to our show anytime on audio, right?
He probably listens.
He
on
probably
the loop,
has
on the
listened.
loop.
Yeah. It's like, see?
I guarantee you he's watching us right now.
Oh,
You know
good
why?
morning, FD.
What else is he supposed to do?
That's just true. FD, are you here? Can you say hello? Hello? Yeah, anybody there?
He's probably high. He's probably high on painkillers right now. Tramadol, all the.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it came to a
So
point
nice.
where the cocktail of painkillers was not working anymore.
No.
But in hospital, you get the good stuff.
I love the way he puts it.
Don't
In
encourage
the
him,
hospital, you get the good stuff.
The good stuff that really works. No, I'm not kidding, because I once pulled a neck muscle getting into my car. Can you imagine that? How old and
It
How
happens,
old
not
you
because you're
feel.
old.
Yeah,
It
how old
happens.
you
It
feel.
happens.
and I was screaming in pain, and Panadol, nothing could work. Alcoxin, nothing could work. Went to the hospital, A&E, just give me a jab. Within 3 minutes, I was like,
That's it, yeah.
Pain was gone, and I was like, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, but that's it. The thing about hurting or injuring yourself or anywhere in pain, it makes you feel like 5-10 years older than you actually are.
Yeah.
It's not about the age.
Yeah, and I think sometimes it makes you take your health for granted.
Yeah.
Now, until I pull out my back, like 2 weeks back, I pulled my back.
2
And,
weeks ago?
Yeah,
Oh,
small,
no.
it's a small pool.
Yeah.
Because I was just trying to be a hero. I was doing some gardening, and I saw the pot. Then it's like it's not that heavy, but the angle was wrong.
Ah, yeah.
I saw the angle was wrong. Pop, and I said, "Shucks, I was taking my back for granted because I've and then-
neglected that.
neglected
Yeah,
it.
but I
So-
think a lot of it has to do with mindfulness as well. Like, you know, like you reach down for something without thinking about it,
Yeah.
or you, like you said, you lift it, but
Yeah.
it's the angle of
the
your
angle
body
was
that
wrong.
was
It's all
wrong.
about the angle sometimes. It wasn't that heavy because if I could have lifted it nicely, but just
Yeah.
stretched, use the wrong
overstretch.
muscle. Use the wrong muscle.
No, and a lot of the time, I mean, don't take gardening like it's easy.
No,
it's
it's not.
You know, you're standing up, you're bending a little bit, you're standing
squatting as
for
well.
like 10 minutes at
Yeah.
a stretch, perhaps maybe trimming, you know, your plants and all that. So it puts a lot of pressure actually on the back. And once your back is a little tired, the next
That's it.
move that
Yeah.
strains
Yeah.
it a little bit more, you're gonna get like some kind of pull. So I think, you know what? I've been looking for a yoga teacher.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah, but I don't want to go to classes. You know?
You can get a personal yoga teacher, and
Exactly.
you have the space as well. Yeah, get a
so
yoga teacher.
so if I find a good one, I'll recommend the yoga teacher to you, or you can come over to my place and we can do a
Yoga together. You do a yoga
Yeah.
session. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
but it's very important, I think.
It
But
is.
Stretching.
I've seen folks do yoga, and it's just amazing. It looks easy, but it's not.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
So some people actually they don't do other exercises; they do yoga,
Yoga.
and then there's power yoga and so many different
Yeah,
types
different
of yoga.
types, yeah.
actually. Okay, stand by.
Kiss 92 Traffic.
Still no news from the roads. I love this. No incidents to report. If you spot anything at all, an accident, hopefully not, a broken down vehicle, an obstacle on the road, let us know. 8855-0920.
We're back on The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is the one and only Adrian Chu from Career Agility International. And at this point in time, I think we should also say hi to the people who are watching us, right? I
Absolutely.
saw May
We've got-
Schooling is watching us. Good morning, May.
We've got Bernard, we've got Janet, Alvin, as well as Kent, Edwin, Val, Michael, my goodness, so many. Helmi, Wanalun, Sherry Wong. Good morning to everyone. David Yo as well.
It's nice, you know, they like hearing their names sometimes.
Absolutely,
you know,
absolutely.
Which FD doesn't do.
Well,
You will always be talking about Wong Alun. Yeah, be Wong Alun. Where's Wong Alun?
Yeah, he's up there somewhere. He
Is he
said
there?
good morning. Yes, he said good morning. Okay, good morning to anybody who's listening in and who's watching us right now on Facebook or YouTube. We're currently talking about yoga. No, we're not. Well, we're talking about stacking.
I'm
and,
looking for a yoga
Instructor.
Instructor.
Yeah, but
Must
like
be a lady though.
Yeah, he was about to say instructress.
instructors, like no,
Yes.
like you were saying, Adrian, that the poses and all that are hard to do. But I feel with yoga, your posture becomes better, your balance becomes better. It's not so much about being extra flexible and putting your leg around your neck, but it's about keeping everything agile and stretched and sort of pliable almost,
and I'm not.
No, and
I
that's
can't even touch this.
and that's exactly why you do yoga.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, "Oh no, I'm not flexible." I'm like, "Yeah, but that's why you do
That's why you
yoga,
do it.
to get flexible."
It's true.
Yeah.
You're supposed to like touch the back.
No,
of
you're
your
not
fingers.
supposed to. You're not
I can do
supposed
one
to.
side.
No.
I can do it. No, you see,
No.
I can do this
Injure
side.
myself just.
I can do this
Yeah.
side, right?
But
This
the other
side.
way,
This
it's
is
the
not-
same as me. Yeah.
You're reaching the back. Yeah.
But
You can't
the
do
other
it the
side,
other
I
way.
cannot.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe because I dislocated my left
okay.
shoulder before. That could be.
It's possible, but as with everything, slowly training your body to learn new moves and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
it will work. I think you guys will benefit 100% from
But
it.
if I'm lying down on the bed, I can open my legs out like that.
We don't want to see
and
that.
my head can be this way.
Okay. I think there's a pose in yoga called happy baby that sounds very similar.
Is it?
Yeah, a happy baby pose.
Oh, yeah.
So you spread your legs open and hold the soles of your feet.
Yes.
Happy baby.
Happy
Happy
baby.
baby. Go
Oh.
go back and try that. Happy baby.
Happy baby.
Okay, we have to wrap up now. We've been talking to Adrian. Any final words, Adrian?
Well, I think for those of us who have either we are thinking of going through an internship, or if you have kids going through internships, it's a great thing. Go for it. Learn as much as you can. Make as many friends as you can, and have as much fun as you can. I think.
Right.
Because when you hit the working world, it's gonna be ouch, grind.
Not so
and,
much fun.
Not so much fun anymore. So treat it like a little petri dish, like a little experiment that you can do, and if it doesn't work out, you can reset it again. And you got 6 more chances because people are stacking to 7. So, so if one doesn't work out, you got another 6 more to go. So what a hey.
Yeah,
and
that is
feel
true.
free to report the companies who don't treat you right.
Absolutely, absolutely. You should at least go back to your school or put it online somewhere. No, don't do that. That's what everyone's doing nowadays, right? They're shaming everybody. No. Go down the proper route. Don't name and shame them online.
Okay, thank you so much, Adrian. If you want to get in touch with Adrian, get in touch with him. It is info@careeragility.org.
That's right.
All
Have a
right.
great weekend, guys. Take care.
Thank you so much.
And FD, take care.
Up next, headline news and sports. This has been The Big Show TV.